If you're anything like me, then you probably grew up playing Bethesda games, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, and the like. I think as a kid, we all wanted to be able to play those games with our friends. Bethesda tried that with 76 and ZeniMax did ESO, but it was never right. It never felt right. It never felt good. I covered New Vegas multiplayer already, and that is something that as a child, I never thought was possible to play with other people, especially not on a server that's, persistent. But when I say playing Skyrim online is not what I expected, I really genuinely mean that. When I heard that there was going to be a massive Skyrim multiplayer server, I thought, that's cool. I didn't even think I was gonna like Kaizel at first because honestly, I heard about it through YouTube. I just thought it was another kind of play with your friends, make a private server type deal. And I didn't think it was gonna be anything special. And then I learned that not only is it a mod that adds multiplayer, but there's also no NPCs. You also can't level up, and there's not a single quest in the entire game. All that they have in this game is the players and the role play that they do. So when I first heard that, I said, no thanks, that sounds ass. And then 50 hours later, I'm fucking stuck in Tamriel. When I said everything is driven by the players, I really mean that. The Jarl of each hold is a player. The blacksmith down the street that sells and crafts, that's a player. The guy that goes mining and gets the ores, that's a player. The thief on the street that'll rob you and take your fucking shoes, that is a player. I think that that's something incredible and something that I've never seen before. It's something I've always wanted. Heard of Star Wars Galaxies in the past did something similar, but that was, I don't know, 20 something years ago, so who gives a shit? After my first night of playing, I went to bed and said, yeah, that was all right. I might log on again. The next day, I got online and I found out that while I was asleep, they had elected new Jarls. There was a war in Falkreath that I never even heard of. That's when I had my mind really blown because there is always something happening whether you're there or not. And it creates a crazy sense of FOMO. And honestly, I think this is what an MMO is supposed to be. I've put a lot of time into WoW and yeah, I love it and all that stuff, but this is not the same as this. Sometimes you'll run into a friend that you met while adventuring in a city, or maybe you met them in a totally different city. And when you see them, you talk to them and you say, how's it going? How are your travels? Whatever, right? And they always have a story. Even though maybe when you went from Solitude to Riften, it took you a day in game and you stopped at some caves, whatever. They might have had a totally different experience. Maybe they got jumped by bandits or joined the guards or whatever it is. They did something different and there's always a story to tell. And that is so fucking cool and sick nasty, and I fuck with that so heavily. But this wouldn't be a May video if I didn't show y'all what was really happening in the streets. When I first joined the server, I actually spawned into Riften and immediately just had fucking complete sensory overload with the amount of people walking around and talking.
Oh, okay.
This was a common phenomenon with Skyrim already with the NPCs where they would just all start talking at once. Well, it's even worse when everybody has a mic and it's just fucking screaming. After that, I walked around for a bit and met a guy named Lucian, and he had a slave. That was cool.
You all right,
hey,
Lucian?
My friend Donnie. Don, this is my friend Socks. I found him in the woods. Socks,
Hello.
you can say hi.
Nice to meet you. My name is Sax. I am the Khajiit.
Hello, Socks.
Yeah, I saved his life or some other thing. He said that he's gonna be my slave, but I told him I don't believe in slavery, but it's something that we're working out. Working out in our own time.
I am a slave.
Side note real quick, who the fuck joins a role-playing game to be a slave? Yeah, bro, I can't wait to log in and put in an 8-hour shift. After I got done talking to them, I actually went and watched the Jarl of Riften execute a dude.
Of course, he takes more than one.
Off with his
Justice!
Cut his tongue out, Brad.
Justice for Riften! It's all technical.
Let him bleed.
And that's when the real shit started.
Is that Donnie over there? I see.
Lucian!
Wow, how you doing, Don? I'm gonna head into the bar here and apply. Wish me luck, Don.
I just watched a man get executed.
Where the hell did you watch that shit at?
Everybody was standing there, up there.
Oh my god, I was in an alleyway making sure
I'm
Socks
glad
didn't
I
piss in the...
miss the execution. Don't know what I
No,
would do if
son
I
of-
missed.
God.
Ah, man.
This is what happens when you have a a fucking Khajiit following you around. Sometimes you miss stuff because he pisses.
With 600 players, like almost always being in the server because there is never not a queue, you will tend to meet some strange characters.
Well, that's just our god that we worship. The lusty Argonian mate.
Did you just say they worship the lusty Argonian maid?
You feel me? Hey, old
Exactly.
man, stay up, player.
Are you alright?
Do I look alright?
That's why I asked.
I'm bleeding from my fucking eye.
I see that. Are you not wearing clothes, or are my eyes just deceiving
I
me?
just drank so much skooma, I think you're a horse.
What is your
Hello,
name?
Horsey. Hello, horsey. Oh. Ooh, whoa.
No.
I will go kill someone, horsey. Thank you. I will slay someone. Thank you. Okay.
What makes this like really different is the profession system. So everybody gets one profession and you choose it when you start and you can't choose another one. That's it. You're stuck with it forever. And all of the professions like feed off of each other. So like you could be a miner and then you would give your ore to blacksmith to make weapons. So with that line of thinking, I chose hunter. I didn't just want to like sit in the city all day, you know, and trade. Like I wanted to go out and explore and do stuff, which I'm glad I did, because if you aren't plugged in like that, you are so fucked. Good luck being a blacksmith trying to get anything done when the only one forge in the city is being hogged by some greedy pig. The only real like solo profession you could do is hunter, because I feel like every other profession requires materials and those materials are never cheap, but hunter does have some downsides too.
Ooh. That scared the fuck out of me. Oh my god.
And hunter also requires you to aim. And yes, once I noticed that I shot that guy in the head, I did immediately turn as if I didn't just do that. There are other professions out there too that are just not listed in there. For instance, there are many bards in Skyrim, and some people are like actually seriously very talented.
Hank at the back with the flare and a thunderous storm ablaze. One faithful day near the shores.
And most of the other bards are just... There's a lot of things to do in Skyrim. Every single person and their character have something to add to the world. Whether that's just the economy or making people laugh or just expressing their character, there is always something happening in Skyrim. And I fuck with that. So shout out to the Kaizel dev team. Y'all made something happen that I don't think literally any of us thought was possible, man. And that is a feat in its own. And also having the servers full almost at all times, all of them, you guys have blown everybody away. And shout out to everybody that I've met on the road and in Skyrim, man. Y'all have made it way more fun than it should have ever been.